Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Bowl or Brown Out Loud, a podcast where stories come to life in the most fun and light-hearted way possible. I'm your host, Sanya, and I'm joined by my co host and sister, Anam, who is always on time, but today she was very late.
Blame the time difference. Anyway, this is what we've planned for you on the first and third Tuesday of every month. We'll bring you stories rooted in our brown experiences. Whether it's a wild adventure, a quirky character, or a kahani mein twist, we will share stories that are sure to make you laugh.
Today, we are inviting you to a conversation about hosting, dinner parties, tea parties, dawats, yo.
Oh my god, Sanya, did you just use yo?
Yeah.
Okay, this just highlights how old you are. Just keep it plain and simple. Don't do that again. Anyway, we have chosen this topic because it's very close to our heart. I mean, growing up, we knew the kind of guests that were coming in based on looking at their plates, like someone important coming, or someone uninvited just popped in, or just good old relative coming. We just knew based on the kind of plates my mom took out. Right, Sanya?
Yeah, it was not just plates, Anam. It was plates, cutlery, napkins, like depending on the paraphernalia that there was around the dinner hosting, you knew the importance of the person.
I mean, the napkins only came out for overseas guests, like
Yeah.
pretending like, "Ooh, this is what we do every day," but like,
Yeah. And Anam, remember one time Amma's chachi was coming from England and we had this lavish breakfast laid out with like those buddy plate, choti plate, bowl, napkin, cutlery, three types of forks. Everything was laid out and she came and she was kind of expecting like a really desi, wholesome meal. And she was like, I'm just going to eat some dalia for breakfast. And then my mom was like, sure. And that was not part of the plan. So our cook was really frazzled and she served the dalia in this haldi stained bowl that she used to use to keep her masalas. And Amma almost died. She was like, Bitiya, tumko yahi bowl mila tha. Like, read the room, yo.
I mean, I feel bad for my mom because she was trying to set up a whole Downton Abbey vibe and then ended up in Panchayat with a haldi bowl. And I also remember that Amma has this dinner set, which she said that she got it in her wedding, and we've just heard stories around it, like how great and grand it is. We've never seen it, we've never touched it, we've just only heard about it. I think the fact that she keeps bringing it up is to highlight that none of you were special enough to deserve that.
Yes,
Like,
yes. And now it lives in our elder sister's house.
oh, she's the chosen one.
Yep. We forgot to tell our listeners that we have an older sister too, who has said, by the way, that she will sue us like we have any money. She will sue us if we use any of her stories because she's so famous, you see. Like she'll sue us. And what we do is we basically erase her from the retelling of our childhood. So if you see like awkward gaps in our stories, you know who to blame.
I mean, for confidentiality purposes, we won't name her, at least in the beginning episodes of our podcast. But knowing my sister, if she says she'll sue you, she will sue you. So we're just two scared younger sisters trying to live our life and do the best that we can with our content. Anyway, we clearly have diverted again, Sanya. Coming back to the food and hosting, there were categories of food based on who was coming. It was not just the plates. I mean, remember this is a golden rule in our house still that machli fish was only cooked for very special guests, not for all international guests, but the ones that came once in 4 years. Right, Sanya?
Yes. Yes. And it's so bizarre because those are the people who probably had more access to machli and did not want to eat machli in a landlocked city of Lucknow.
Lucknow is not even known for seafood. And still we would
Yeah,
be
it's not
like,
near the sea, Anam.
Exactly. Duh, I know that. But what I'm trying to say is it's not even in our cuisine. So I don't know. Maybe we wanted to show that we went interstate and got a fish just to show how special the guest is.
It's the same thing that we see in shadis, right? Like that extensive menu in shadis. It's the same thing. Like Machli was like, we went out of the way for you. It was a sign of that. But also, Anam, on these this lavish dinners, remember that there were these last minute add-ons to that extensive menu because somebody would come up, like Papa would come and say, अच्छा यही सब चीजें हैं. And then he would be like, हाँ ठीक है. And it would be like, what is this not enough? Is this not enough? And somebody would make something last minute which no one would eat because it didn't turn out well or got lost in the 100 dishes that were made.
Sanya, clearly you don't follow that rule. Remember the time when your husband served four samosas for a party of eight and he cut them into half? And the funny thing is, no one touched it because everyone was like, "Kam pad jayega." So those eight pieces of samosa continue to be eight pieces till the end of the dinner party. You have any comment?
Yep. And then my husband was like, nobody eats samosas. And I'm like, yeah, maybe it's not that. All
Seriously.
right. Coming back to, I have another one. Coming back to chai parties, like there was all these biscuits that were mehman ke biscuits. And remember, Nani used to have this jar of mehman ke biscuits that you couldn't touch.
I have a thing on biscuits. So when these guests used to come, the Nemat Khana used to be open, so which was always locked. And so, as kids, we had access to cream biscuits and other biscuits, which obviously I feel were expired because they had been locked for so long. But just the fact that that Nemat Khana would be open only for 5 minutes because that guest would then have the tea, we as kids used to just like stuff our faces with it, even if we didn't like the taste of it. But the fact that we had like cream biscuits.
Or like Amma would say, oh, I have this special thing for you. Go and get it, she would tell us, and not checking in with us that we'd already eaten those snacks. And she would be like, kahan hai, kahan hai? And we were like, खा गए हम लोग. She was like, क्या? कल ही तो मैं लाई थी. And she would like be so apologetic to the guest, like, अरे, I wanted to have you taste this, but my daughters, the gluttons that they are, ate everything up in the 3 hours. Like she would be like, fridge में ठंडे होने की भी गुंजाइश नहीं थी. Like we would eat it up before it could be fully refrigerated.
Sanya, I think you just went on this whole roller coaster ride. When you say we, you mean you. Anyway, I remember the fact, and it still happens though, that when people come for chai, which I feel is bigger headache than a dinner party
Yep.
because you could just put anything and it's never enough. But I remember this thing that happened with me, and then I keep seeing it in other places where someone by mistake says कि हम green tea पियेंगे.
Yeah. Like it would be like chai or coffee. And even in those, like only one option is the right option to choose because the other one is a hassle. And then, everyone is like chai, chai, chai. And someone would be like, one person would be like coffee. And then someone would be like, Acha, I will have green tea.
I mean, I love when my mom says आप क्या ग्रीन टी है? एंड माय मॉम वुड बी लाइक खुदा ना करे मतलब ऐसे दिन आ गए हैं कि ग्रीन टी रखनी पड़े.
And then I remember, like, with all these people coming over, there was this cleaning spree that would happen. Like it seemed like there would be a military inspection. Like, I never understood why we have to clean our closets if someone is coming for dinner. Like, why was there an expectation that someone will check our closets? Like, now I think about it, it's so creepy. Like it will be like, what if the guests open a closet to be like, let me see the inside of your closet?
Now that I think about it, and I'm so thankful for the coterie room that we had. Basically, we used to dump everything and stage our entire house and pretend that we lived so well organized.
I think we've been talking about a lot of hosting and we have a lot more to do. So let's keep moving along. And I know, Anam, today you have a story for us in our segment that we call Kissa Time. So, Anam, the mic is all yours.
All right, buckle up because this story is pure chaos, Desi style. So, my dear aunt decides she's going to throw a dawat, a big, lavish dinner party. You know how it goes in a Desi household, right? Absolute madness. Stress levels through the roof, everyone's running around like they're on some mission, except no one knows what the mission actually is. And there's a lot of pressure on the host. Now, in a brown household, there's one golden rule: the food has to be amazing. And my aunt, oh, she's a pro. She planned the kind of menu that could put five-star hotels to shame. Biryani, korma, kebab, nihari, paya, you name it. It's on the table. I mean, there's matar paneer, shahi paneer, dum aloo also, but these are side dishes according to my aunt. And don't even get me started on the desserts. Fun fact: 90% of the family is borderline diabetic, but hey, that's a story for another day. This time, my aunt decides she's personally going to handpick the meat. Why? Cooking is a sacred art, Anam. You can't trust anyone with these things. And with that, she marches off to the butcher shop. What happens next? Well, my aunt is interrogating every single piece. And the butcher, half an hour into the interrogation, is like, Baji, गोशी तो है इतनी भी बड़ी बात क्या है like woman stop taking this seriously but nope my aunt is unfazed 2 hours later she walks out with 3 packs of meat and the confidence of someone who just solved world hunger. Now comes the tricky part: getting home. Picture this: a bustling Lucknow market, complete chaos, traffic jams, people shouting, buffaloes casually blocking the road. And my aunt, she's out there scanning the rickshaw drivers. Suddenly, she looks at one guy and she's like, this is the one. This guy's rickshaw looks like it's on its last leg. I mean, what's more interesting is that his right arm is in a full cast. But my aunt is in full Mother Teresa mode. इसको पैसों की ज्यादा जरूरत है हम इसकी मदद करेंगे. This man needs the money, I'll help him. She goes to him and says, भैया चलोगे? And the rickshaw driver is more shocked than anybody. He's like, हम चलिए बाजी बैठिए हाँ जरूर चलेंगे. So she hops in with the 3 bags of meat and off they go. The ride, it's bumpy, and my aunt just sitting there and saying, "Ghabrao mat, आराम से चलो, हमें कोई जल्दी नहीं है." Meanwhile, everyone on the road is staring, probably wondering if they should intervene. But nope, my aunt's having the time of her life. And then, disaster. The driver decides to pull a fast and furious move and takes a sharp turn into a narrow lane and bangs into a car. The rickshaw flips, my aunt is in midair, chaos erupts, people are screaming, someone's starting an Instagram live, a person is literally snatching a woman's shawl and trying to make a stretcher out of it. It's a full on Bollywood scene. And from nowhere, this man shouts, एम्बुलेंस बुलाओ एम्बुलेंस बुलाओ इस औरत का कलेजा निकल आया है. Everyone is shocked. From nowhere, my aunt raises her hand and says, सब चुप हो जाएं. ये मेरा कलेजा नहीं, ये आज की बिरयानी है. And that, my friends, is why my aunt is a legend.
Anam, wha- what just happened? Like, I'm sitting here going, Abba Dabba Jabba. Like, I'm at a loss of words
Why?
because Anam, you took that line like you know how people say, not people in the movies they say tragedy mein hai comedy. They just say you just applied it, yaar, to your real life. Like you have burned that bridge with our aunt.
Yeah, right. My aunt is a hero, people. She, despite everything that happened to her that day, made an amazing biryani, and we had a gala time in that dinner. You were also there, Sanya.
No more dawats for you, Anam. Right? You have burned that bridge. Now you will only hear about her from me or social media. Also, public service announcement to my aunt. I like how we call her aunt here, like she's in Bridgerton. That I was not an accomplice in this. Like this is the first time I've heard Anam narrate the story, and I had nothing to do with this. So yeah, shame on you, Anam. Tauba, tauba, tauba karo.
This is typical of Sanya. Is like I had nothing to do with this, but great content.
Excuse me, I am doing the hot take.
I feel bad for all those folks who wanted to help and become a national hero and didn't get a chance. They were just disappointed that they were doing this for a biryani.
Nice spin off that you are trying to give here, Anam. Don't backtrack. Don't backtrack, Anam. You took our poor senior citizen aunt's rickshaw toppling, and I mean, you took that road accident and made a story for public consumption. Shame on you. And
Sanya,
that last
this was
line that you had, like, my aunt is a legend, ain't gonna save you, girl. Ain't gonna save you. Okay?
Sanya, this was a trick question for you to see how much you extend your empathy. Not once did you ask how the rickshaw driver was doing. He already had a right arm in his cast, but
अनम
you never
रिक्शा
asked.
ड्राइवर के लिए सिंपैथी है बट आंट की कॉमेडी shame on you. Now that I have cleared my conscience, Anam, I'm going to give you the
Conscience.
hot take scale. Okay,
Ugh.
let's bring the hot take scale. I feel number one is trauma, 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 where I don't think listeners need a therapist, but you might need a therapist in the future if your talukat with your aunt become bad. Two is typical. Let's skip that. Three is bolti band. I think for me, that's where I am, bolti band, because as a morally upright citizen, I don't want to laugh at a road accident. Anam, seriously, sweet baby Jesus, Anam, why did you do that?
Sanya, if the moral of the story is that this story can make you shut your mouth, I'm okay repeating it everywhere. And don't worry about my relationship with my aunt. She helped me write the story. Duh.
Oh, and listeners, wait and watch and see. We will report you if our aunt, who was in this story, if she was offended or not. But Anam, shame on you
Sanya, both you and I agree, because we were invited to that party, that the biryani tastes better.
because of the fall.
Yeah, it had the right amount of spice.
So, listeners, if you are ever hosting Anam, you know that the secret ingredient that she wants in your food is you to have a fatal fall that might, it's on the borderline where you might end up in the hospital or you might have a funny story to tell. That fine line she wants you to walk, that is the secret ingredient.
That's the definition of a true host, Sanya, that she put her life on stake to serve you biryani. No one dare say that biryani was bad. It was amazing. And so was the nihari. I don't know what all other pieces were included in the fall, but the dinner was the best. So,
Like, I
yeah.
want to know who ate the kaleji.
You, I'm sure you.
Anyway, Anam, I will wait and watch how this unfolds. I'm so happy about that. And with that, I think we should close our hot take. Anam, last words?
Listeners, finally I get some time to speak on this podcast. We know you have better things to do than to see if my relationships were strained or not. So just ignore what Sanya says, don't unsubscribe, and give us one more chance.
Give Anam one more chance is the Nara that we will have to do outside our aunt's house. All right. With that, let's go to some actual fun, which is our game, Bowl Baby Poll. We are playing Bowl Baby Poll, where we throw out a question related to our episode theme and folks vote on it. We received 41 responses to the poll where we asked, what's your go to classic brown hosting move? There were four options, with option A being neighborhood feast, where you've cooked enough food to feed imaginary unexpected guests. Option B, apology tour, saying sorry for the mess when your house is sparkling clean. Option C is Dabbe Pe Dabba, where you are packing guests off with leftovers in yogurt containers. And option D is Plate Patrol, where you go around asking everyone, did you eat? Did you eat? 100 times. And Anam, maybe today you will finally get it right. So let's see. Remember, folks, last time she said she is going to come back strong and win like a bazigar? So, Anam, maybe today you will get it right. Let's see. Which option do you think got the most votes?
Neighborhood feast, apology tour, Dabba Pe Dabba, plate patrol. I feel it's apology tour, saying sorry for the mess because that's very me. But I think people have said plate patrol, asking everyone, "Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat?" 100 times. It's a very brown thing to do. Okay, mm, plate patrol, plate patrol. It is. Go ahead, Sanya.
Final option, Anam?
Yes, Sanya. Oh my God.
All right, computer G.
Oh,
Option
oh.
D, प्लेट पेट्रोल लॉक किया जाए और दर्शकों मैं आपको बता दूं कि लास्ट टाइम जब अनम हॉट सीट पे थी तो उसने कहा था यहाँ चेतावनी दी थी कि वो अगली बार बाजीगर की तरह जीत के दिखाएगी तो देखते हैं कि वो जीती कि नहीं
Sanya, please. I know I'm wrong. That's why you're giving this whole spiel.
ऑल राइट सस्पेंस सस्पेंस
Sanya.
तालियां तालियां सही
Yeah!
जवाब सही
Yeah!
जवाब आप पहला क्वेश्चन जीती हैं इस गेम में प्लेट पेट्रोल वन with 41.5% of the votes. And thank God you did not choose Apology Tour because it only got 9.8% of the
So
votes.
close, so close. Yay! I finally did it. I finally did it. Let's just take a moment and where is my medal?
You did it, Anam. Now you have redeemed yourself. And maybe next time you don't have to answer, and maybe I can finally answer.
No, I want to show everyone that this was not a fluke and I will continue guessing the right option.
Anam only says that because she doesn't want to take the responsibility of collecting and administering surveys.
Moving on.
Moving on, Anam, we have been chatting about hosting and food, and I have to go eat food, and we should let our guests go.
Let's move on because, guys, Sanya has given me feedback that she gets fatigued reading the options on the survey. So clearly, the benchmarks are so low of fatigue on this podcast that we will move on before she snores off to sleep again.
All right, Anam, let's go to closing.
That's a wrap on Bowl. If we made you laugh or nod along, like same yaar, help a band out. Like, share, subscribe, and spread the joy. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and GeoSavan. Just search for Brown Out Loud. Please share your thoughts or favorite moments with us on our Instagram at brown.out.loud or on our TikTok at brownoutloud. Until next time, this is us, Anam and Sanya, keeping the stories alive. Adab. Katli lagta Sanya.
Bye. Adab.